Welcome back. Welcome back once again. I'm trying. My nose is running like a 99 on the Spinal Tap scale. For those of you who are way too young to get that reference, in the movie This Is Spinal Tap, the amps, the amplifiers that Spinal Tap uses go to 11, which is one better than 10, which is what other bands use. Spinal Tap is the loudest band. My nose, my allergies are at like a 99 on that scale. It's ridiculous. I've been sitting here, and I was fine. I was okay. I was breathing fine. And literally, when I moved over, when I just turned to face my computer and then get ready to record, my nose is now, like, killing me. I don't know why. I can't stand this. So last time, I came here to Vermilion City because I'm stupid, and I wanted to go to Viridian City. I'm on the road to Viridian City. Fly! But before we go to Viridian City, which is... that's Fuchsia, Palette, Viridian... not Viridian. Is it Viridian? For Cerulean... yeah, it's Viridian City. Whoa, jeez. Okay, so yeah, we went from Pallet Town, we passed Viridian City to get to Pewter City, which is where we fought Brock. So what we need to do is go to Celadon City. Yeah, I was wanting to head to Viridian, and I ended up going to Vermilion because I'm stupid. So, there's a couple things here. Number one, we never went back here to pick up this Pokeball. So, this is an Ether. Yay! People love Ethers. I love Ether. I've actually used Ether in real life. A lot of the chemicals in Chemistry Lab come in very sturdy glass bottles. Ether comes in a metal canister. Calling it a can isn't even worthwhile. Trainer tips, accuracy boosts, the blah blah blah. Okay, so there's probably a lot of stuff we haven't done here because we weren't able to get here originally, right? Oh, and no, this is Celadon. We've been to Celadon before. But for some reason, we never went to the place over here for this guy. Go ahead, laugh, I'm flat out busted. No more slots for me, I'm going straight. Here, I won't be needing this anymore. Isis received a coin case from the grumpy old man. Yay! So now we have ourselves a coin case. And we need that coin case because we want to go into the game corner. I sure do fancy that Porygon, but it's hard to win at slots. Yes, it is. Gahaha! I raked it in today. If only every day were like this. That's right. So here, we can exchange some of our no coins for, you know, Miracle Seed might be worth it. This boosts grass-type moves. This boosts fire-type moves. This boosts water-type moves. I forget what the yellow flute does. Don't care. Oop, nope. You sell Pokemon. So Abra, which is really cheap. I guess not really cheap, but relatively cheap. Clefairy, Pinsir, Dratini, and Porygon. And then this is the really important one, which even at this point, they have not fixed. When I say have not fixed, I mean that the TMs are still by number, which would be fine if they always stayed the same number. But TMs change number from generation to generation, so it's always such a pain. But anyway, this one, I believe, is Ice Beam. This one, I believe, is Thunderbolt. Ice Beam, Thunderbolt, and Flamethrower. This is Shadow Ball, and this one is Steel Wing, something like that. So we do want to buy some of these because, unfortunately, our rat died, and we need more. So you come into here. This is the game corner. This lady tells you you can exchange your coins for prizes the next door. This guy offers to just straight up sell you coins. Now, 500 coins are 10,000 Pokédollars, and you will have to excuse me for just one moment. So, if you don't want to hear something gross, just close your ears for a moment. I'm sure somewhere in the annals of medical history, they have collected you know, they've measured how much mucus you can produce in a day. And I feel like I'm at the high end of that bell curve. Alright, so you can buy the coins. They're very expensive. At 10,000, I actually can afford 17 of that. So you have 17 and you get about 8. So I can afford about 8,000 coins. Unless I did my math wrong. But we won't do that for now. Because this fisherman will give you coins. Kid, do you want to play? Why, yes. Children should always be allowed to gamble. And the scientist will give you coins. What's up? Want some coins? Yay, thank you, coins. You're such a nice guy. Darn, I need more coins. Yep, too bad you're giving them away. And this guy will give you coins. Hey, what? You're throwing me off. Here's some coins, so shoo. Yeah, 20 coins from the not-quite-so-nice man. This guy will tell you that games are scary and it's easy to get hooked. This guy will let you know that they offer rare Pokemon that can be exchanged for your coins, but he just can't seem to win. This little girl, these slot games, win or lose, it's only by luck. That's mostly true. This dude will tell you to keep it quiet, that the place is run by Team Rocket. And I think these machines have different odds. Yes, yes, yes. So down here's the Rocket hideout. If I remember correctly, we've already fought these guys, right? Yeah. We already fought these guys. So I came in here the first time, and I believe either I missed picking up the coin case from that guy, or he wouldn't give it to me at the time until after I defeated Team Rocket. Alright, so now, if you look at that, you go into, I guess, your bag. You go into the key items bag. You go down here to your coin case, and it will tell you you have 50 coins. Now, 50 coins, that's, you know, you still need almost 3 times that amount to buy an Abra. So maybe you want some more coins. So you can get more coins right here. There's some coins. Right here, some coins. I believe... No, over here. There's some coins right here. Yummy, yummy. There's some coins right here. There's a lot of coins right there. I think there's coins... No. I know there's more coins somewhere around here. Here, here, here. Oops, I think I moved that too fast. Nope. Come on, I know there's more coins. I've seen them. No, okay. All around here, there are coins. I used to know right where they were so that I didn't have to wander around like an idiot. Problem is, you have to face it. Not from a particular direction, it's just when you're walking around trying to find these coins. There we go, there's some coins. I knew there were more. Between... Nope, get back there. There's more coins, 10 coins. Between the guys who give you free coins and the free coins that are available, I think there's one right here. Yep, there's 40 coins there, and then I think another one is right here. Here. There we go, 10 more. There's something like nearly 300 free coins in this place if you just walk around and pick them up. So we've got 270. That's pretty close to the full amount. I know that there's probably some more in here that I'm missing. But that's a goodly amount to get us started. We are not going to sit here. I'm not going to make you guys watch me play slots. But I will tell you, if you're playing on a Game Boy or whatnot, there is a rumor that this lady who says that the machines have different odds, it's either this machine or the one below her is supposedly has the best odds, but there's been no formal testing that I know of. I remember looking for it a long time ago when I was playing through Emerald 365 or something like that. Because I wanted to get some coins to get, you know, some TMs and whatnot. And I thought that's what I had seen online was that this lady, as an urban legend apparently is sitting next to one of the machines that might have better odds. But I don't know anybody that's done like a dump of the game code or statistically tested all of these, because there is a small element of skill. I can say that the people who use save states have found that whether or not they win is determined right after they pay for the game. So you put in your number of coins, you hit go, and then as soon as you hit go, the game knows whether you're going to win or lose, but the amount changes. So with save states, they've shown that once you've save state in a particular position, if it's a winning roll, you'll always win, but how much you win you can go back and redo it. So somewhere in between paying for it and then finally stopping the third wheel is how it determines the total number. Okay, so we are still going to need... Oh, this is Celadon. What am I doing here? We want to go to Viridian. So go over here to Bird Brains and fly. Whee! Oh, that's Pewter. Dang it. One more down. Oh, well. So, still experimenting from last video. Let's just talk about my day. We're not going to talk about today. Well, I guess we can. I went to the doctor today. He prescribed me Azolastine, which is a intranasal antihistamine. So it's, just an antihistamine nasal spray. I have taken that. My nose is still running like a faucet. So I don't know how much good it's doing me. I've seen that before. Yes, we have passed through this place on our way to Pewter City. So we came up here, and this is where the old man decides to try and teach you how to use a Pokeball. And I don't remember if we've gone through here with Cut yet, so I guess we should try that. But, alright, so there's a patient, not now, but from a while ago, that had a bloodstream infection with a bacteria called Staphylococcus aureus. So Staphylococcus aureus, or Staph aureus, is one of the bacteria that you might know of by a different name. It is commonly referred to as MRSA, or, by those who don't work in infectious disease, MRSA. Infectious disease people do not say MRSA. We say MRSA. So anyway, this was not an MRSA. This is an MSSA, a methicillin-susceptible Staphylococcus aureus. And Staph aureus is a bit of a jerk bug. It likes to metastasize, which means if you get an infection in one place and it's able to get into your bloodstream, it will set up infections in other places. It particularly loves to cause infections in your spine. And this last guy had that. He had a spinal infection that grew MSSA and was treated. But then a couple weeks or so after that, I don't want to talk to this guy just yet. All right, we were going to go over here. He developed a repeat infection, and so we ended up having to treat him. And one of the questions that comes up in medicine is, we know what the best drug... Oh, really? That's all that it was? Is it just leads back here? There must have been like something in here, I guess. We're not going there yet. And I'm pretty sure, based on that we've gone through here at some point. Because this guy, I think... Didn't he give us a fishing rod or something? Must have dozed off. I had this weird dream about a drowsy eating my dream. And I learned how to eat dreams! Ooh, this is too spooky. Oh! This is Dream Eater. Dream Eater! I want you to know that you're so cool! I loved Drowsy/Hypno with Dream Eater. Alright, so Dream Eater is a 100 power, 100% accuracy psychic move. Only affects sleeping foes. And you gain half of the damage as hit points. So I wouldn't want to replace Psychic, because Psychic is 90, so it's about the same strength. And it does... it works on everybody. I also wouldn't want to replace any of my other abilities at the moment, because... I don't have a way to put people to sleep, because I got rid of Sleep Spore, or if I ever had it. Sleep Powder. Anyway, so this guy had a repeat infection. This is a really bad spot to gain levels, actually. I don't want to go to Route 22, because I don't remember if I've picked up a Pokemon from Route 22. And I don't want to encounter anything right now. What I'm actually hoping to do is just do a little bit of grinding with Vanderhuge. So I'm going to fly... Cinnabar? Do I want to go to Cinnabar? Let's go to Fuchsia City. So he came back in, and we started him on one of the antibiotics that we use for MSSA. There are 2 antibiotics that are basically the best antibiotics for that type of infection. And have I fought you before? Yes. Okay. Yay, Doduo. But when you have another type of infection at the same time, you want to use other antibiotics, of course, to treat that other infection, too. So this guy had his bloodstream infection, where we're going to want to use one antibiotic. And he also had... there was a potential that he had pneumonia. And so you need to use other antibiotics to treat the pneumonia. And there's a question of... the first antibiotic... is one of the 2, best antibiotics for the MSSA bloodstream infection, but it doesn't work against pneumonia. The antibiotics that work against pneumonia are not the best antibiotics for the bloodstream infection. So which one do you go with? It will work, but it's not necessarily... Alright, so Body Slam is the 85-100 and can paralyze... That's 40-100. Oops, sorry. 70-100. And it can make him flinch. This can also flinch. I guess you get rid of Headbutt. I mean, it's not that much of an upgrade. 85-100, 15 power points. Over 70-100. You get rid of the ability to flinch. And in exchange, you get the ability to paralyze. But why would I, I'm not going to rely on the flinch secondary option. I'm going to go with the stronger attack. So now, Vanderhuge will body slam people instead of headbutting them. Whee! And, so, the antibiotic that works against the pneumonia does have activity against MSSA, but it's not going to be, of course, the best antibiotic. So, do you sacrifice the best antibiotic for a short time while giving them the pneumonia antibiotic? Or do you give them both at the same time? And a Furo. The problem with giving them both at the same time is that both of the drugs are in the same class of drugs. They're both penicillins. And so, there's a thought of, are they going to compete with each other for the binding site? So penicillins work by inhibiting, essentially, penicillin binding protein, which it's called penicillin binding protein because we discovered it by studying how penicillin works. The bacteria use penicillin binding protein when they are constructing their cell walls. Bacteria have cell walls, just like plants have cell walls. Different type of cell wall, but, similar structure. And so when the penicillins get in there, they bind up these penicillin binding proteins and prevent you from using them, prevent the bacteria from using them. This better not kill me. Nope, not even close. But we are going to go heal after this. So yeah, they tie up the penicillin binding protein, preventing the bacteria from manufacturing its cell wall, and without the cell wall, the bacteria is in dire straits. Oh, that's right, I gotta go all the way down here, and then over like this. But, now, there's multiple types of penicillin binding protein, and this is the thing that I have to look up. I didn't have time today because of my doctor's appointment. I wasn't able to do some of the other stuff I would normally do at work, like research. If both of the antibiotics work on the same subclasses of penicillin binding protein, well, then at any given one penicillin binding protein can't be inhibited by both of the penicillins at the same time, because there's only, the one binding site for them. So it's kind of like whichever one gets there first, or whichever one has a stronger binding affinity. And presumably, because the first antibiotic is the best antibiotic for... Oh, I could have used rest. I'm dumb. I forgot that you have rest. Because the first antibiotic is the best for MSSA, presumably it would have a higher affinity. But you might still get some amount of competitive inhibition. If you've gone through chemistry, particularly molecular biology, you might get competitive inhibition. Competitive inhibition is when two molecules fight for the same binding site. And that means that whichever molecule has a higher concentration is also going to be more likely to bind because it's competition. And if you outnumber your foe, then, you're going to be in better shape. Contrast that with non-competitive inhibition, where the inhibitor binds with the non-active binding site. It binds at a separate site which changes the conformation of the molecule. And so it doesn't matter how much substrate you give, the non-competitive inhibitor doesn't care because it's not trying to bind to that active site. And so that's the difference between, that's a very poorly explained difference between competitive and non-competitive inhibition. But since both of those drugs are in the same drug class and they both work by the same mechanism, if they're both trying to inhibit the same penicillin binding protein, same subclass, then you'd want to know what their binding affinities are because it is going to be a competitive inhibition. Oh, that's why I'm not killing you in one hit, because you're using Growl to lower my attack. Alright, let's keep going. Ooh, scary face. Such a scary face. But that's a question that I'm hoping to look up tomorrow at work because my resident is going to rotate with me next month. So she's actually going to be on my service and following along all my patients. And it's going to be a bit of a wake-up call for her because she's pretty thorough when she does her patient workups, but she's slow. I have to work up all my patients like in 2 hours in the morning before I go on rounds. And have to have... Ooh, nice, 5 hit points. Have to have a pretty good idea of what's going on with all of them so that I can make recommendations, while we're rounding. And what can happen sometimes is there's too many patients. Like today... What a day to choose to go to a doctor's appointment. There were 1 million new patients. Not really 1 million. There were actually 8 or 9 new patients. But I usually have 1 to 4 new patients. So having to suddenly work up 8 and 9 and getting to work late was a pain in the butt. But luckily, like I said, tomorrow I'll have a resident and she is going to work up patients with me. And she's already told me she's a second-year resident, so she doesn't need me to handhold her on the way through her rotation. So I'm going to have her work up all of the patients and step in if necessary, if she can't handle that up front. But I think she can, and we'll see what goes on. But anyway, that's where we're going to stop for now, and I will talk to you next time. Bye-bye.